I don't know who needs to hear this, but you owe no one an explanation of who you have become. Okay? Because I feel like people are starting to question you, question your character, your growth, your personality, just who you are, your very essence. Okay? Because I feel like you've come a long way when it comes to your personal growth, because you've done the work, you've done the healing. But I feel like not everyone's willing to see that, and that is okay. And that is something that you have to allow and you have to accept. Doesn't mean you have to agree to it, but something you must accept if you want to release this very thing. Because in order for you to release it and let go of the opposite of what you believe to be true for yourself, you have to learn to first accept it. Okay? Because it's going to be there, and some certain circumstances and certain things that are going to be said towards you that you may not be comfortable to hear, but sometimes it's gonna be like that. But I feel like this more so has to do with your past. Like, I feel like people are really stuck in the past, or stuck in their own ways, or haven't really been shown that they can change or have changed in any way when it comes to even who you used to be. Okay? I feel like because this person's the same way, they expect you to be the same way, and not everyone's willing to see eye to eye to that. Okay? You might be on a totally different chapter than this other person. This other person might just still be on the same chapter in their life, and that is completely okay. And I feel like this has been bothering you emotionally and mentally. Like, I feel like this has been something that you have to overcome when it comes to hearing other people's comments, opinions about who you are and who you believe to be. And I feel like there just has been words exchanges between certain type of people, and just certain understandings that I feel like has been happening because this other person is not on your same level, because there's no similarity when it comes to vibrations. Okay? It's just, I feel like there's this ache in your heart where I feel like you are wanting, or you're desiring to be understood, to be, I don't know, to have other people see yourself the way you do. Okay? Have others see yourself the way you do. This is five of cups. Okay? It's almost as if like you have done all this work, you have really been shown the light, you have really done the healing, but I feel like it's almost as if like you kind of just want something physically or simple to show them that, hey, like, I've learned my lesson, I've gone through this, I have really healed myself in a way where I feel like I am better, and I have done the amount of work for me to actually feel the way I do. And it's like I said, you're not obligated to explain yourself in no shape or form. Okay? Even though people may have been pressuring you or just really poking you in a way that's what do you call it? Instigating. Okay? Yeah, I feel like, okay, I have the Emperor, and then the Eight of Cups. I feel like you're just ready to move on. Like, you are at a point in your life where, like, you're ready to let bygones be bygones, but sometimes people are just stubborn and they can't let bygones be bygones because they're still stuck in their own ways. Okay? Do you see, like, the correlation between the two? Like, they're not willing to accept you as you are, as you know you are, because they're not there yet. Okay? Their lens are totally blurred compared to you. You have really wiped your lens clean, and it's clear, and it's not really as foggy as other people's lens. But I feel like you are at a point where you are confident, you know who you are, you know your place, you know what you like, what you don't like. It's almost like you have too much of a boundary for other people to accept or to feel comfortable about, if that makes sense. It's almost if like you have built, I'm not saying like you're overprotecting yourself. It's almost like you have built this shiny armor for yourself, and it's custom made, and people kind of see that as a threat, like, or you being better, you being it's like wild, okay, when this could just be jealousy, projection, basically. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. Like, I feel like you have an aura that offers a certain light that a lot of people fear, okay? Because they themselves do not really carry this light or carry this essence about them that makes other people feel good. Like, I feel like you have this way about you that makes other people feel good, and sometimes they may be threatened by it, sometimes they may just project onto you something that is totally not true, or just totally left field from who you truly are. But like I said, you have to be willing to allow and accept. If you want to truly let this thing go and really just detach from I was thinking Naysayers, just detach from what doesn't serve you, okay? Because if you believe in your heart, in your whole heart, that is something is not true, then that is okay, okay? If someone wants to believe that the grass is purple, then that is their prerogative, okay? It's just a matter of you not being affected. You being affected or not being affected, okay? Because sometimes people just say things just to hurt your feelings, with the intention to hurt your feelings, or with the intention to trigger you, or to really get some sort of reaction out of you to prove their point. Can't really let them, okay? Life is a game, and I don't know how to play it. Hermit. Like, I feel like they question your self-discovery. I don't know who these people are. I feel like someone who's close in your life, or just a close-knitted group. This could be your family or just your close friends. But I feel like whoever these people are, they're stuck in on this past of what has been or what has happened, and I feel like they kind of just see you as the same way than who you are now, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like there's some sort of misinterpretation or just misjudgment on your part whenever this person speaks about you or towards you. So again, I feel like whoever this person are is just a lack of healing from this person, projection, jealousy, and really not willing to understand or hear you out in any way. Like, I feel like you could really be trying to say or do something at different angles with this person, but I feel like no matter what you say, no matter what you do, they're not going to really catch on. They're not really going to pick up what you're putting down, if you know what I mean. Also, I feel like you do a good job with like masking your true feelings, okay? But also, I know that internally this could be bothering you. This is why I say that it's very important for you to really learn to accept, because I feel like accepting is just the important part for you to really get at, okay? To really understand and like realize that this is something that you have to do. Doesn't mean that you have to agree to it once again or believe it, because we all have our different beliefs. We all live in our different realities, and some people just don't realize that, okay? Some people don't really realize that you may be living your own reality. You may have done your struggles, your lessons, and your healings behind the scenes and they were not there, and so they kind of just pick up where whatever has left off in the past, And that is where the misunderstanding comes from. That is where the misalignment comes from. Okay, so I feel like it gets worse before it gets better. Like the saying goes, it gets worse before it gets better. But just know that you are not obligated to explain yourself. You're not obligated to show your receipts. You're not obligated to really put yourself out there more than you already have. Okay, because I know that could be a toll on you mentally and emotionally. And the more you really invest in these feelings that you may think other people may feel about you, the more weight you have to carry along your journey. And it's going to get harder and harder along your journey. You don't want that on your shoulders, because it's just going to cause headaches and backaches and body pain, and you do not want that. Okay, you are a perfect being in human form, and just remember that. Okay, remember that. Thank you, my loves. Thank you for tuning in, and I love you.